Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you
For
think
money.
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
You think he still needs the money
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years?
the money.
Let this and myself. We helped build this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in the sport of boxing.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
And it took been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is gone.
The boxing world has not held back in its criticism of Mayweather's recent behavior. From questionable exhibition bouts to murmurs of mounting debts, Floyd's once untouchable reputation appears to be deteriorating at a rapid pace. It all seems to trace back to one uncomfortable theory that is gaining more attention by the day. He might actually be running out of money.
We got Floyd Mayweather back in the real estate news again. This guy's on an acquisition spree like I haven't seen in a long time. You got to remember, in October, he bought a portfolio of multifamily properties in around Manhattan for $402 million. Well, this time he went all in on office property for a $10 billion portfolio. I got this out of Real Deal, by the way. Now, some of these properties listed are 410 10th Avenue and Hudson Yards. You got Jersey City's Harborside Office Complex. You've got the Aon Center in Chicago and the old post office.
Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd's longtime adversary both inside and outside the ring, has been especially vocal. He has never been one to soften his words when discussing Floyd, and now he is reinforcing his stance even further. According to De La Hoya, Mayweather is a man doing everything in his power just to remain relevant. In Oscar's view, when Floyd was actively competing in boxing, the revenue was enormous and steady. That is precisely why money flowed from his hands like confetti, luxury watches worth millions, exotic cars he barely drove, private jets embroidered with his name on the headrests, and strip club outings that ended with cash showers. But all that flaunting, Oscar insists, was never built to last. Not unless you kept those multi-million-dollar fight paychecks coming in on a regular basis.
Bringing people into my lifestyle, showing people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
He believes Mayweather's persona was like a balloon held aloft by high-stakes fight purses. The investments Floyd mentions, vague references to skyscrapers in the Middle East, gold mining operations, fashion lines, and nightclub ventures, none of those generate the kind of revenue needed to sustain the spectacle he constructed. Just recently, Oscar even went online and advised him to step away while there is still something worth protecting. Floyd, you are 50 years old. You are a legend in this sport. You need to stop humiliating yourself with these exhibitions. I understand life is difficult and expensive, but please, prioritize your legacy.
Stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing—
This is not the first time De La Hoya has taken such a direct shot. Back in 2018, when Canelo Alvarez signed that record-breaking $365 million contract with DAZN, Oscar was overjoyed. Golden Boy Promotions had just finalized the most lucrative deal in boxing history. And what did Floyd do? He tried to diminish it. Mayweather claimed he could earn that much from a single fight. One fight. The sheer audacity of it. Oscar did not let that comment slide. He went straight to TMZ and tore into Floyd, branding him a lowlife. How unfair is it that Canelo announces this huge monumental deal, and then here comes Floyd crawling out from under his little rock, trying to sabotage or steal his spotlight? That is who he is. He is a lowlife. That is exactly what Floyd is.
Boxing, when we talk about loyalty, when you look at Canelo, there's Steven Espinoza and the Showtime team, and myself, we helped build this guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal.
Those were not merely the remarks of a promoter defending his fighter. They were deeply personal. And now, with everything unraveling, the real estate controversy, the legal threats, the tax troubles, Oscar believes Floyd has trapped himself in a corner. No amount of smooth rhetoric or diamond-studded watches will make this situation disappear. In his view, Mayweather does not even know how to address his fans anymore, because doing so would require admitting that he is in trouble financially, emotionally, and publicly.
Deal is going to make him $300 million a month. You see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Now, the fact that he pointed out was that everybody knows that he got his own capital, which is, money, right? But he still leveraged other people's money. Absolutely. So now he's making $300 million a month. Well, he's going to, that's going to be his plan. So, just like I said, back to your example, right? The Airbnb. You get a place. I mean, there's a couple ways to do the Airbnb. Yeah. You can do it to where you're.
Eddie Hearn has also weighed in. While he is not as animated as De La Hoya, his doubts carry substantial weight. Hearn is skeptical about Floyd's financial standing. He points to the exorbitant spending habits, fleets of Bugattis, nights of six-figure gambling, multiple properties with astronomical upkeep costs, and raises a simple question. How could any investment possibly keep pace with that level of expenditure? In an interview with GRM Daily, Hearn stated, "I don't think he's got the money." He added, "I don't think he needs the money, but when you've got that lifestyle, when he's spending what he's spending, you start to wonder."
I think sometimes when these guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff, it just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
But
I don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
You think he still needs the money?
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years?
the money. But when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's...
Mayweather continues to assert that his finances are in good order, that the exhibition fights are merely for enjoyment, and that it is not about the money. "I was born to be a fighter. I am going to die a fighter," he said in response to his critics. But that is not what others around him are saying.
One day, somebody asked you, because I don't have social media on my phone. Yeah. So they showed me Eddie. Eddie was like, "Floyd Mayweather ain't got no money. That's why he doing exhibitions." No, Eddie don't believe that now. Yeah.
But Eddie will say some shit like that.
Eddie will say some shit, but no. But one thing, don't worry about that. But me and Eddie got it clear. Didn't we, Eddie? Yeah. One thing, me and my buddy got it clear.
We said as long as it's 10 or 20, no problem. Anything less.
Earlier this year, Gervonta Davis, Floyd's former protege, alleged that Mayweather had been detained in Dubai over unpaid debts. It was a startling accusation. Although Floyd's camp denied it, the story refused to fade away. And Gervonta is not the only one hinting at Mayweather's financial difficulties. The Paul brothers have been the loudest and most persistent voices accusing him of being a fraud. "People over in Dubai that money. Tell them get online right now." And he owed people in Saudi Arabia money too. Logan Paul, who faced Mayweather in a high-profile exhibition bout in 2021, has been outspoken about still not receiving his full payment. He claims he is owed around $5 million from that fight. Mayweather boasted about earning over $30 million from that event, but according to Logan, he did not fulfill the payment obligations. "My brother bought a jet. This is what happened when you fought Mike Tyson. I fought Floyd Mayweather, and he just robbed me. He still owes me," Logan said in a recent video. "Pay me that money, and then I can get a jet.
Man, Dubai that money. Tell him get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money.
That jab was deliberate. Jake Paul just purchased his own jet after making $20 million from his fight against Mike Tyson. Logan wanted one as well, but claims he cannot afford it because Floyd shortchanged him. That is more than a petty grievance. That is a public attack on Floyd's brand. If the man who built his reputation on easy money is still dodging payments, what does that say about the brand? The Pauls believe Floyd is too afraid to admit that the illusion of wealth is collapsing. He is scared to lose the money image. Jake said on his podcast, Floyd was the greatest boxer of his time, sure, but times do not last. Legacy does not pay bills. It is a harsh observation, but it is the kind that is beginning to resonate within the fight community. People are starting to look past the undefeated record and see a man clinging to an empire that is fading fast.
Oh, it's so sick. So this is what happens when you fight Mike Tyson, huh? I fought Floyd, he just robbed me. He still owes me money. Floyd, bro, pay me my money so I could get a jet. Dude, that's cool.
And the sad part is Floyd's decline is not just about money. It is about relevance, about image, about ego. He could have walked away as the most successful boxer in history. But instead, we are watching him travel from country to country for exhibition matches against YouTubers, MMA fighters, and social media influencers. And the worst part? Most of them do not respect him. They just want a piece of the spotlight. But according to fans, Floyd needs them too. He needs the ticket sales, the attention, the illusion.
They say you owe him some bread.
That comes with the territory, right? To them, that's real money. The money is not coming fast enough. That's why when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while or something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got.
There are also whispers within boxing circles that Floyd is deeply indebted to various shadow investors, people who funded some of his ventures in exchange for profit shares that never materialized. Sources claim that Mayweather overpromised, underdelivered, and is now trying to clean up the mess quietly. The real estate scandal might just be the first to surface publicly, but insiders suggest it is merely the tip of the iceberg. A former Mayweather promotion staffer anonymously told a UK tabloid that the company is bleeding money, and that most of the real action now happens offshore through shell companies tied to exhibition events. He is liquidating faster than he is earning. The source claimed he does not have the income streams to support the Mayweather name anymore. It is a front.
In an EWV Rolls Royce. For those that don't know what an EWV is, that's an extended wheelbase Rolls Royce. I need the leg room. I know I ain't that tall, about 5'8.5", some days 5'9", but it is what it is. Chilling, sitting right here watching the Thriller in Manila, Ali versus Frazier documentary. Come check it out.
Still, Floyd continues to post online. He continues to talk about generational wealth while showing off stacks of $500,000 in cash on private jets. But for many watching, it feels like performance art. And the mask keeps slipping as more voices like De La Hoya, Hearn, Gervonta, and the Pauls speak out. 50 Cent's latest jab was not random. It was strategic, calculated, and aimed directly at the very foundation of the Mayweather myth. The video he posted was not just about mockery. It was about peeling back a layer that many have whispered about for years. When he wrote, "Damn champ, they caught you, Cap," it was not just about trolling. It was about pulling the curtain open and letting the light hit the illusion Floyd has been carefully crafting. 50 Cent has always played the long game with his jabs.
I'm doing right now, that's what I do every day. Shop. I remember like a couple bucks. Greg, come with me. I didn't get these. Yeah. I did?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Don't give a fuck, we make the best of it.
His comedic timing is only part of the appeal. He knows how to bury the real blow within a laugh. And this one landed perfectly. That laugh turned into a roar across social media timelines because the myth of Mayweather, the billionaire baller, the one who could buy out cities with pocket change, is starting to crack. And the crack is loud enough that even people in Floyd's own circle, people like Jeff Mayweather, are not defending it. They are letting silence speak. Or in Jeff's case, just enough truth to show that something is off. That is the problem with illusions. They demand maintenance, and the more elaborate the lie, the more effort it takes to sustain.
Buildings in Upper Manhattan. Business Insider reported that no such deal appears to have occurred. Floyd recently posted a video on Instagram claiming he bought 6 apartment buildings, stating that they are all his properties with no partners involved. However, Business Insider has contradicted these claims, stating that ownership of the buildings remains unchanged and they are not Mayweather's, as he stated. Many are left questioning why Mayweather would make such a bold, untrue claim about his financial dealings.
Eddie Hearn also is not speaking less. Hearn did not talk in riddles. He said it plainly. There is no trail. There is no deal. This is not about jealousy or rivalry. It is about calling time on a narrative that is worn thin. Because in boxing, credibility is everything. And when you start lying about deals on the level of Manhattan skyscrapers, you do not just risk embarrassment. You start eroding the legacy you built with your own hands. Floyd's legacy used to be bulletproof, undefeated, unmatched. But now, every time he appears on a poster for another exhibition match in some foreign country, it feels more like a hustle than history. The opponents are no longer elite threats. They are influencers, TikTokers, and combat sports names well past their prime. The spectacle remains, but the respect is on a slow leak.
About this, I don't know if anyone's asked you your opinion on this, but what do you make of Floyd Mayweather not paying Logan Paul for their fight?
I have no idea of what's going on with that. So I mean, I'm not really gonna speak on it. I mean, he should get paid because the fight's been over and it's been a while. So, I mean, Logan do deserve to get paid. He was there.
While Floyd is racking up these exhibition checks, smaller than what he is used to, but still substantial by most standards, the weight of unpaid debts is starting to catch up. The Logan Paul situation is the clearest sign. This was not some backroom street fight. This was a mega showcase with millions generated. Yet somehow, the guy he fought is still waiting on his full cut. And when Logan spoke out, there was not just frustration, there was disbelief. Because if Money Mayweather cannot even pay his dance partner, what does that say?
Ruining his legacy because he continues to have these sideshow fights, and you know, dudes that wouldn't normally touch him are starting to touch him because Father Time waits for no man. So even the great Floyd, even TBE, is being hit by mediocre people, you know.